Hello, honorable members of the clan. So, guys, let's talk about Liam Jacobs moving from the Democratic Alliance to Patriotic Alliance, which I think personally it is a good move. Now, this video is going to be one of those videos that many people will apply their emotions rather than listening to what I am saying. And I will repeat this. If you ever watch my videos, it's very important that you take your emotions and cast them aside and then apply your mind to the things that you yourself have witnessed and observed in this country, because you can't tell me the things that I'm going to say in this video, you've never seen them before. Or at least you do not have that prejudice in your heart regarding what I'm going to talk about. Now, let's also talk about the previous video that I posted this morning about some disturbing stuff or recordings. That video, I still don't know how authentic it is. I've been trying my level best to find the source. Well, there's a lady, of course, that I took the video from, whom I think is the original person that posted it on TikTok. And I thought, hey, just for interest's sake, as well as to warn my fellow countrymen and women to just be cautious, because we don't know the authenticity of those recordings, and I hope the authority are on it. And if this is wrong information, we find out later it's wrong information, the video shall be removed. But it is very important that we be aware of the imminent danger that we may be in. Okay, now let's get to today's video. Today's video is not going to be too long. I hope it's going to be 10 minutes long, because what I want to say, it's something that has been in my heart for the longest time. I told you guys I've been a member of Congress of the People since 2008, and I have seen these things with my own two eyes, and I fought against these things inside the party itself because of the things that I was not appreciating that were going on, especially when it comes to the colored community. The colored community in all political parties, whether it is a party that is purported to be a white party or a party that is purported to be a black party, both these parties, they don't regard colored people as people that we can put our trust on, people that we can give an opportunity to, people that we can trust and believe in their talent, in their capabilities, but they're only seen as people that can be used. Sometimes used as tokens, sometimes used as proxies, sometimes used just to fill in one thing or another so that it looks though that we are just not a purported white party or a purported black party. And when it comes to colored people's issues, none of these parties are interested in addressing colored people's issues. Colored people have been marginalized. They are the most marginalized race in this country. And I always wondered why. I know some people will want to justify it with what happened during the days of apartheid, the tricameral parliament, and others will even go as far as, well, why should we care? Because they don't see themselves as part of us. Others are being divisive about being First Nation and all. I know the excuses. I know the excuses, but that does not make them any less than South African citizens who deserve also to be given an opportunity to prove themselves. But instead, colored people are seen in a stereotypical way as the negatives that you can think about. I was watching and reading a lot of comments from other people that have been doing videos about Liam jumping from the DA to the PA, and they were calling the PA gangsterism, and they're calling even Liam Jacobs himself. They have no evidence that he's ever been a gangster, but because he is a colored person, and these are the words or key words that people use to bring down the colored community. And then as a result of that, I can just imagine we black people have gone through a lot ourselves. There are a lot of triggers that we also have. But can you imagine as well how colored people feel when nobody seems to see them, hear them, let alone give them opportunities. In Parliament recently, there have been exposés upon exposés of employment in this country, where if a foreign national is not the one that occupies that position, it's going to be a black person. Where are colored people? Nowhere to be seen. Are colored people not educated? There are lots of educated colored people, some of whom I went to school with, and the most intelligent that I have ever came across. Work that I have done, colored people show up and they show off as well, but still get pulled down even in corporate world. And you have to ask yourself, why? I've asked the colored people before, even within the political party that I was in, why you guys keep quiet? Because when you are quiet, nothing is going to change. Then they say, nobody listens to us. Then I say, then you make people listen to you. You need to find a way for people to listen to you. And then came Patriotic Alliance. And Patriotic Alliance is taking up that space that has been sealed off for colored people. And now that Gayton McKenzie is talking and speaking for the colored people, suddenly it's a problem. They are trying to bring them down and apply these stereotypes onto the Patriotic Alliance because they want to cut them down to size, remind them of their little corner that is dark and they must not be seen and heard. And then you wonder why I am supporting Liam Jacobs' move from the DA, which is purported to be a white political party, to Patriotic Alliance, which now other people are saying, yeah, the Patriotic Alliance, it is a colored party. Why do we play these politics? Because these are the sort of politics and terminologies in politics that are dividing us as a nation. Why can't the Patriotic Alliance be a political party for the interest of South Africans, irrespective of race? It just so happened that it is run for the first time. A colored person established a political party and colored people feel some kind of resonance. And not only do they resonate with the party, but they also feel at home. What is wrong with that? Why must it only be us who feel comfortable when we see a fully black leader as the president of a party or fully white person as the political party leader? And then we're like, oh, at least. Now you are going to go and find and dig things to smear the Patriotic Alliance. And I'm sure there are a lot of people busy digging the background of Liam Jacobs so that they expose him and say, you see, what kind of a nation have we become is what I always ask. Why do we do this to ourselves? I don't know why Liam left the DA. I don't know what the politics are, but I think he is a perfect fit in the Patriotic Alliance. And I've said this before, and I will repeat it again. The Patriotic Alliance is going to do extremely well in the local government elections in 2026. I think it's going to come this close to taking over the city of Johannesburg and Tshwane. I guarantee you they're this close in my own predictions. I think they are going to go into a coalition with the party that is probably neck and neck with. And I hope that happens. Because Patriotic Alliance has shown, or at least is demonstrating to me, because I told you guys, we need to pay attention to the political parties within the GNU that is fighting for the interest of all South Africans. And thus far, the Patriotic Alliance is showing up and is being showing up, except for that blunder that they made with VAT. That blunder they made with VAT, it is something that I am still awaiting. Yeah, an apology. And listen, take accountability for it that you miscalculated, and as a result, you almost plunge poor people into deeper poverty. But apart from that, They are showing up. I am telling you, they are showing up in councils. They are showing in council houses as councillors. They are showing up as ordinary members of the party. We are seeing them. They are everywhere. They are doing exactly what South Africans are crying about, that South Africans are talking about. They are grabbing the bull by the horns and they're wrestling with the bull right before our eyes. They are not afraid. They are not dilly-dallying with anyone else, and they definitely are not holding themselves to some kind of manipulation that we helped you during the days of apartheid and now this is what you are doing. They're not about that. They are about South Africans. Patriotic. That is why I truly believe in them. I'm not a member. I am not campaigning for them either, but I am telling you my observations because I am observing. I am seeing the good things that also other political parties, and I'm going to make a video about them and tell you what I have observed and how impressed I am in what they are doing. Because we need to give flowers where flowers are due, y'all. Not because I am campaigning for them. And I will also criticize any political party that works against the people of South Africa. And especially those that have a particular interest for a particular race of people. ANC, DA, EFF. I am not going to now be afraid that, oh, what are my community members are going to say? They are going to unsubscribe. Hey, maybe that's what you need to do. Because you are going to hear a lot of criticism coming from me about your political party that you are so emotionally attached to that whenever you hear the name of your political party, your antennas will all go up. What do you say? What do you say? And then you totally misunderstand the point of my video. Everything just flies over your head because you became emotional. When you become emotional, you do not become a skillful listener. You are hearing sounds that you don't like, and then you make a comment. And when you make that comment, and I show you, and then you feel offended. Yet I am telling you that you need to have comprehension when you are going to come onto this channel. So Liam Jacobs, well done to you. Great move. And I know you feel at home there in the Patriotic Alliance. Patriotic Alliance, do not mess this one up. You guys are on the right track. Now you need to find somebody who is going to stand as a mayoral candidate against Helen Zille, because definitely she is going to take up that space. She's definitely going to take up that space. And again, what I love about Patriotic Alliance, it sees young people. It sees the talent of young people. Look at Souls, Ashley Souls. Look at now Liam. You look at other members of parliament in the Patriotic Alliance. The majority of them are young people, which is something that other political parties don't seem to understand, that the population of this country is young. Young people want to see themselves in young people that are in these positions of power for inspiration, aspiration, as well as somebody that they feel some kind of relatability with. If your children as a 60-something, 70-something year old man does not listen to you, what makes you think that other people that you supposedly be leading are listening to you too? You are representing exactly what they don't like when they go home. So, and on top of that, old people are rigid. We are in the 21st century and none of them understand the 21st century. Oh, me, I was born before technology. And that is something we need to accept. We cannot accept that. Because South Africa is in the 21st century, it's part of the global village, and there's what you call this thing again, fourth industrial revolution, where technology is taking over, and none of these old people are inspiring young people to become innovators in this space and in this era. And Patriotic Alliance is seeing forward. And that is why it's putting capable young people in positions of power, starting with parliament, provincial legislatures, council houses, and all the way to even whatever where a power that could change people's lives is situated. And all the other political parties busy on each other's neck. And when you look at them, old men and women, they have no business now taking up these spaces that belongs to young people. So you are going the right way, Patriotic Alliance. Keep it up, but do not make that blunder you made about VAT ever again. You will lose support. You will lose votes. So that's my foresight. Let's put it that way. This is my foresight for Patriotic Alliance. And there are other political parties that are showing up a little bit. Some of them are doing a little too much because they are watching Patriotic Alliance as being recognized by South Africans. Be authentic and fight for the people of South Africa and hold those people now that we perceive them as crooks. Hold them accountable, criminally accountable. You need to invite the hawks. You need to invite investigations. You need to invite all these apparatus of the state to hold these people criminally liable, prosecuted and convicted. And it's not going to happen under the leadership of the ANC because most of whom are their own people. So that is why replacing the ANC is a mission every South African should be on, so that we can get this country on track. I can't even say back on track, but on track, because we derailed very, very far off the rails. And they are not interested in putting us back there. Instead, the more you hear these portfolio committees and the people that are called there to come and account, the more corruption they are committing. Instead of saying, oh, okay, when we are called to parliament, how are we going to account to this? No. They will still want to remove people unlawfully because somebody is standing up for the people of South Africa. So that's all I'm going to say in this video. If this offends you one way or the other, good. Maybe we will all start thinking, and then we have, I don't know, guys, honestly speaking, and I think the only time I would ever understand South Africans is when they make the mistake of returning crooks, and then they don't get service, and somebody in their family is done very badly. Probably is when we will slowly begin to see changes. Crime in this country is out of hand. Instead of stopping, it's increasing. And if that recording that I posted this morning is anything to go by, I would say that man is correct when he says South African government is useless. And he wants to prove it, that South African government is useless. And I hope he's found, if this is real. But still, we need to be careful, guys. We need to be careful and vigilant. Anyways, guys, I will leave this video right here. And that, please don't leave the video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And Liam, congratulations. Well done. Good move. And also Patriotic Alliance, don't mess this one up. All right. Goodbye.